Good morning, children. This session is meant for class 9, 10, and 11. Transformation, we are continuing. Transformation of sentences. Let us talk about complex sentence to simple sentence. First of all, you ask, sir, what is a complex sentence? A complex sentence is having at least two clauses, main clause and subordinate clause. And a simple sentence is a sentence having one and only one clause. Let us take some example of changing complex into simple. We must eat or we cannot leave. This is a complex sentence. We must eat or we cannot leave. This is rather a compound sentence where or is a coordinating conjunction. So if we really want to change into simple, this sentence, we must eat or we cannot leave, we must eat to leave. This is a simple sentence. What have I done? The second part, or we cannot leave, has been changed just by an infinitive phrase. We cannot, we must eat to leave. So to leave is an infinitive phrase which is replacing the second clause. So sometimes what happens that the coordinating or subordinating clauses can be replaced by an infinitive phrase or a phrase, and that will help in changing complex into simple. Second sentence will take, yes, he must not be late or he must not be late or he will be returned. Yes, a very simple, I mean this can be changed in a very simple sentence. In the event of his being late, he will be returned. In the event of, this is a phrase, in the event of his being late, he will be returned. Another sentence, let us take another sentence. This coat cannot be, this coat cannot be mine, for it is too big. Yes, for being big, this coat cannot be mine, or due to its size, this coat cannot be mine. This is also a simple sentence. Now, using, this phrase, we can change complex sentence into simple. Now, one more sentence we'll take it. Yes, and the last one is that he is very poor, but he does not complain. Yeah, how will you, change into complex? He is very poor, but he cannot complain. Despite being poor, you are using a phrase despite and then one present participle, or rather you can, yes, present participle being. Despite being poor, he doesn't complain. So now it has become a simple sentence. So make use of phrases using infinitive phrase or participle phrase. You can change complex into simple. Now vice versa, simple to complex. Let us take, I saw a wounded bird. This is a simple sentence. Now we will turn into complex. I saw a bird that was wounded. See, what have I done? The second clause I have extended using a noun clause, that was wounded. So a noun clause does the work of a noun, an adjective clause does the work of an adjective, an adverb clause does the work of an adverb. So another sentence, let us take, yes, yes. The sentence, complex, simple to complex. One more sentence. Yes, on being punished, he wept. This is simple sentence. When he was punished, comma, he wept. So there are two clauses. On being punished, he wept. Or yes, that will be changed into when he was punished, he wept. More sentences. Yes, he confessed his guilt. He confessed that he was guilty. Yes, one more sentence. He will not pay. He will not pay unless he is compelled. We can change it to he will pay only under compulsion. This is simple sentence. He will pay under compulsion, only under compulsion. So two things matter while changing complex into simple or simple into complex. Two important things. While you are changing complex into simple, you have to make at least two clauses into one. You have to combine two clauses. That means you are making use of an infinitive phrase or a participle phrase replacing the second clause. And while simple to complex, you are extending the phrase into another clause. Like he said, very simple. He confessed that he was guilty of his crime. The same thing can be said in simple form. He confessed his guilt of crime. He confessed his guilt of crime. What have I done? Guilty is adjective and here guilt is noun. I have replaced the second phrase by second clause by a phrase like he confessed his guilt of crime. Guilt is a noun form of guilty, and the first one in complex, it was he confessed that he was guilty of crime. So this is how we can change complex into simple and simple into complex. But the most important fact is that why should such transformation take place? Such transformation help making the ideas, the concept of expression lucid and attractive. When you want to write something in a very brief way, particularly in class 11, that is precise writing or briefing, writing the summary of the passage, you need to combine the sentences, and sometimes you have to extend the sentences. So at the time of combining the sentence, you need to combine two sentences using noun phrase, adjective phrase or adverb phrase, and change the second clause, that is subordinating clause, into a phrase or maybe with the help of coordinating conjunction or with the help of subordinating conjunction. You can extend it if you really want simple into complex. That is how we change simple into complex and complex into simple. Thank you very much.